As typical with any Stormgate production series, it takes me so long to get to the game, the sequel is already announced. But Fallout 76 is a multiplayer only game, which means I'm never gonna touch it! It feels so much better. Fallout 4, that's what everyone voted for.
Fallout 4 opens by letting me know that it does not follow Fallout 3, in the same way that Fallout 3 doesn't follow Fallout 1 or 2. Huh, I didn't know. Well, it's 2077 and war never changes. Character customization, oh, the franchise that started it all for me. Sliders, please proceed to the right. Or something to that effect. This time I won't be an ugly bitch because, sorry, the man was on the right. And here's the end result. Yikes. Better find some face armor soon. Okay, let's do some Fallout. Walking around my house with my fine-ass white wife, I can see all the technical advancements of the 2070s. Oh, we have a baby? Wow, she actually let me get on top of her with this face! And the baby's name is... Next, a Vault-Tec door-to-door salesman comes by and sells us a position in a bunker just in case you play the game for 5 more minutes. And this is also where we spread out our special. Max out on strength. I don't want to take pills to carry 600 books. Name. I think my Metal Gear naming gimmick is retired. Wow, how many spaces do they give me here? I think I'll break out the wireless keyboard. I have the perfect name. Shut the door and the bombs are coming. Grab the baby and run to the vault. Hopefully we can beat traffic.
We love you too.
Oh, here come the nightmares. Now down in the vault, we're not just gonna wait for the irradiated fires to die down and air to clear up. Nah, we're going to be cryogenically frozen. Have you seen those alien movies? Nothing could ever go wrong in stasis. After an undetermined amount of time, you awake to witness mercenaries taking your baby and popping your spouse in the face. Oh, cool. Now it's just stop nagging me about fixing the garbage disposal. You know what, guys? I'm gonna catch a few more Z's. Keep an eye on the kid. He usually gets cranky if you interrupt a nap. After another undetermined amount of time, you awake because the life support systems are failing, and you realize the pacifier was in your jumpsuit pocket. If it doesn't get his binky, there will be hell to pay. Beyond a quick Vats tutorial on some giant cockroaches, you set out on a journey to find your son. Time to face the horrors of a nuclear holocaust. Fight to survive amongst monsters in the wilderness, mutated humans, and poisonous radiation. But first, do you want to change your appearance? Still, such a strange option. No, I'm not doing all sliders to the left, and my name is 60 characters of greatness. Moving on. When I emerged into the sunlight, I came to an eerie realization. I don't know how to play this game. I mean, I've been told the Fallout series is great, but no one taught me how to play an open-ended game. Let's take a walk. In the description of my Fallout 3 video, I invoke Oblivion. Honestly, I have no right to talk about Oblivion because I played about 10 minutes of it in a Game Crazy, which is not the best environment for game immersion. And the king talking was distracting for all the right reasons. That's Captain Picard.
Here's to the finest crew in Starfleet. Engage.
Now, Fallout 3 itself, I played for a total of 2 days, and the extent of that play was just wandering around, picking up stuff, selling it to Moira Brown. Whatever happened to my father? I don't know. On to Skyrim, where I may have an actual foothold and direction because I beat it? But all the while, there was self-doubt. Why am I grabbing this tankard? Well, it's there, so I might as well grab it. Can I smelt it? No. Can I sell it? No, it has no monetary value. What is the point of this tankard? Why am I allowed to grab this tankard? Why does it exist? I'm just gonna hold on to it. Many times during Skyrim, I had to chuck items into barrels and on dead bodies just so I could fast travel to the next locale and collect more things. About 60% of the time, I was playing Pokemon with unusable items. Because, gotta catch them all? No one has ever advised me on the subject. Should I run through Fallout 4 just grabbing everything? I'll do it just to make sure. So, as we continue to look for Fallout does a pretty good job of pointing us in the direction of most tutorial, with us visiting Concord and Diamond City. That's Fenway Park. It's also been over 200 years since the bombs fell. But more importantly, I have a vital topic to discuss. This is an Xbox One, a newer console with those fancy processors for improved graphics. Will it be enough to cover up the atrocious, creepy, disassociated, blank facial expressions and clunky, cumbersome marionette character movement? Don't walk away, you know what I'm talking about! They got away with this for an entire generation because, well, the game sold terrifically. Why bother changing anything? I've been playing a little while now, and I held off immediate judgment until I saw Preston raise an eyebrow. Interactions are much better, almost watchable. Conversations proceed like actual conversations. You talk, they talk, the camera focuses on the person speaking. I know this is a simple game mechanic, but Bethesda Game Studio has made a giant leap here. What kind of game is Fallout? Skyrim was a Diablo button-clicking masher of unorganized combat. It was grab ass with swords and axes. I suppose Fallout is a shooter, of which I chose the third-person route with RPG elements. There is the Vaultec assisted targeting system, referred to as Vats. Activating Vats puts your situation into a cool ultra bullet time, and you get to analyze and execute your attack. It is hella sweet. The aggravating part is Vats draws from your endurance, so it is very limited, only giving you a few shots before you wait on a recharge. And then it boils right back down to a shooter, and not a very good one. When I'm facing a mob, Vats isn't gonna carry me, so okay, regular shooter tactics. In my honest opinion, Fallout's damage ratios are a bit low. You should be dead now. Look, if you're playing GoldenEye, even on 00 Agent, a headshot kills. Since bullets are so scarce, I eventually stopped using guns. I devolved even further back to grab ass with a board and buzzsaw. Hey, this doesn't take any ammo, and it really hurts. I'm sold! Even when I'm in a Brotherhood of Steel armor suit facing off with another dude in a Brotherhood of Steel armor suit, a board and buzzsaw prove effective enough. Besides, none of you actually scare me. If I get hurt, I'll just hop back to my hometown, take a nap, and wake up with full health. Haha, I'm using Pokemon strategies. Don't worry, I'll run out of Pokemon references soon. On very special occasions, I would break out the shotgun with irradiated plasma. Yeah, Bethesda properties have it going on. It is unbelievably satisfying to blow heads off. Not the Resident Evil 4 style blowing heads off, blowing heads clean off. The mission here was near the beginning where I was rescuing a detective to help me investigate my missing son, but the detective is actually a robot. Yes, there is an underlying tone of who is a robot, who is a human throughout Fallout 4, and the mysterious Institute has robot spies that are indistinguishable from humans. It's an interesting theme, like Casablanca meets Blade Runner, if you'll forgive the unoriginality of that previous statement. No, I didn't steal that from somebody, I wrote that myself. I'm just pretty sure somebody said that by now. Now, Blade Runner had some kind of verbal test to determine if somebody was an android, IIRC. I found a much more efficient method in Fallout. It's called Quick Save, hit him with the board! Okay, he's human. Load. Aside from the disappointing combat and daunting impossible to comfortably choose skill tree, I did have fun with the game. I remember arriving at the edge of the wasteland and thinking, oh, this is gonna be a trip. Run! I really liked the Freedom Trail mission, following an actual landmark to a secret location and greeted with a little puzzle at the end. Oh, right. The obfuscated Skyrim Ovaltine decoder puzzles are back. No. This is a good puzzle. Even I was able to solve it. Of course, it was really fun when I returned to the hideout after betraying them, and the leader lady had the audacity to tell me to get out. Pardon me, ma'am, haven't you noticed that my trousers used to be an engine block? Yeah, that part was amusing. Talking to my databank of friends, I was told that Fallout 4 was disliked by the gaming community and was inferior to Fallout 3. I would have something to say about this, but I didn't do enough Fallout 3 to put a valid comparison out there. I was too busy doing drugs to even bother looking for my dad. Don't feel sad, Fallout 4. You're okay in my book.
Alright. From one Bethesda property to another. Nobody asked for it, but I'm sorry. Someone has to talk about it. We're going to discuss Skyrim on the Switch.
Let's just get this out of the way right now. Is the Switch version actually special edition? Not really? I could tell the textures were higher quality, even from my 6-inch Switch screen. No one is refuting that. However, I think a key part of the special edition re-release was mod support. And perhaps aside from Brutal Doom, I don't care much for mods. My second time around on GTA 5 was, as reported, on PC. In part with the idea that I can experiment with mods. But after the ridiculous installation saga, just playing the vanilla game was good enough. So Switch Skyrim does not have mod support. So what? I started anew in Skyrim pretty much for the purpose of seeing how many of those Zelda chests I could stack. But after playing a little bit of the real story, I can definitely say that the Switch is the perfect platform for Skyrim, and somebody get that quote on Wikipedia! First, the Switch is the handheld perfected because it has to also function as a full console. With that, it has all the required buttons of a modern, responsible controller. The Wii U gamepad was an intermediate step because, come on, it's not really a portable. The Vita's remote play got so close, but it had to make odd compromises with the shoulder button deficit and nip sticks that don't click. Now enters the Switch. It has it all. With a technical prowess well above an Xbox 360, Skyrim is portable with no shortcuts. And second, Skyrim is a busy work game. Perhaps the same could be said of all open world games. Since the game can be played anywhere, I didn't just fire into the dragon slaying and talking to Mario storyline. I decided to stretch out and get a feel for the place. I'm not tied to a console and television and ignoring family. I can take my time. Around hour 45, some shit happened. I was in a battle with an Ascendant Necromancer, and he got stuck on nothing. Skyrim isn't the best game in terms of programming. And then my teenage RPG playing mind kicked in. If I just stand here and let him stick me, and intermediately heal myself, I could fully level up my restoration skill to 100 and just get that out of the way. And I did. Who cares? I can carry on my real life and dedicate about 10% of my concentration to the game. Oh, Pumpkin, you want cereal? Sure, just let me hold down this shoulder button. No, honey, I am listening. I went to work on a weekend and programmed equipment worth hundreds of thousands of dollars while playing Skyrim. I think I was also watching an episode of South Park. Once I reached 100 in restoration, I learned about this legendary business. You see, the theoretical limit for overall character leveling is something like 81, and that's if you leveled 100 in each individual category. And a serious issue would arise when you consider the lack of skill points to fill all the skill trees. To remedy this flaw, you can choose to go legendary in a maxed out category. The level is dropped to 15, but your overall level stays the same, so the theoretical limit is infinity. What? That's when my inner teenager truly awoke. Okay, wizard, I'm done with you. The first thing I did after bouncing out of that dungeon was throw on some heavy armor, ran up to a giant, and said, "Hey, hit me." My armor level leaped. Going legendary will be easy. Now with my restoration level full, I can cast healing with both hands while taking damage and just take short breaks away from taking blows to let my magic regenerate. Under optimal settings, I could turn legendary in about an hour. This is great. It is grinding, but with greater feedback. Then, that's right, I'm not done yet. I noticed the block skill was untouched, and since I'm already in the battlefield, might as well get this to 100 between heavy armor legendaries. I equipped a shield and holy shit! This level's even faster than the armor. Okay, new strategy. Just do block legendaries. The cooldown is shorter too, because I'll just take breaks to heal and my magic and endurance will regenerate while I do the next round of blocking. But then I equipped some enchanted armor, so my endurance regens faster, and since endurance takes the brunt of a shield block, my endurance never runs out. I take no damage, I never have to use magic, I can just block with no downtime, leveling up forever. Oh my god, I'm not even playing the real game anymore!
Engineers operate towards efficiency. Engineers like me are assigned integers, so efficient that we hit beyond the max value and end up at a negative efficiency. A little bit of computer science humor for you. Right now I'm at level 162, and I intend to keep going. Why? I don't know. Maybe I want to walk through the main quest and naked kill the last dragon. And if I do, I'll show you on the newly reinstated Road to 80 Hours. Never promise anything to anyone ever. Yeah, not gonna happen. Plus, I'm at 231 hours. I've driven off the paved segment and currently falling off a cliff. But, damn, 231 hours? I know I'm not setting a record, but there's no way I could do that on a console. There's no way I could find time to do that on a console. So, is the Switch version actually Special Edition? Yes, it's Special Edition. It's the most special of Special Editions and the best version of Skyrim. And will somebody please get that quote on Wikipedia? I'm out this piece! Oh, if you want to know what Future Storm is doing, links in the description.
Small antlers, dragon bone, ruby spider egg mammoth cheese bowl, candlestick, sweet roll, pitchfork bucket.